So Mostert switches to the other side of the road. It's McLaughlin over Mostert. One of the Red Bull cars running very wide through turn one. Macaulay Jones turned around, and there's another car involved in that. It's Thomas Randall. So Jones and Randall pointing in the wrong direction at turn one. The order is McLaughlin, Mostert, Di Pasquale and Winterbottom.
Heimgartner did a beautiful job. He's up to fifth. That was a great opening stanza into that little chicane at turn 1 and 2. And look at this, is on for young and old down into turn 6. Is there contact? Yes, there is. And Davison's around. There's going to be other cars. Simona's in it. Hazelwood's in it. That was a lazy contact there with Rick Kelly. The bonnet's now up on Hazelwood's car. Huge damage to the front of that car and Simona's. As you can see, Simona now off the road.
And so really all this stuff downstream of what happened there, and a lot of damage, unfortunately, on the front of that Newland car for Todd Hazelwood. Huge damage on the front also for Simona Di Silvestro. The Team Harvey Norman entry, and this is the view from Will Davison's car. So walking wounded.
And you see Andre Heimgartner now trying to position himself down the inside of Slade. Slade's in the mulga, and Waters is gone.
It was Mostert and Waters that made contact as a result of Slade. So Slade ended up in the dirt, and Mostert and Waters have got together again. It's a secondary impact, and there's big damage on the right rear of the Monster Energy car.
That's
unbelievable.
Championship changer for Waters. We know he's in contention.
So Tim got onto the grass. He ended up getting muscled out because Andre was blazing on through. And then when Chaz checked up, he went straight across and into Cam. So that's going to make for some lively scenes in these garages as we try and work it all out. And outside the combox window, the whole right rear corner of that car is now completely flying apart. So for Waters, it'll be back into the lane. Macaulay Jones as well. And they're not going to turn that car around in a hurry.
Car's so damaged, you can't. I reckon he's hit the back of that car on the way out of the pit just then. So that was already damaged. It's hit harder in pit lane, and that's then forced that all back onto the wheel.
Well, it looked second-hand when we took a shot of it in the lane. It looked even worse after this.
Well, that's the first bit. That's the first bit. So that's where the damage was that you picked up on immediately, but it gets worse. Bang. Twice.
This right there was
massive, wasn't it? Yeah.
McLaughlin might have to cover, and he does. He moves it to the right, and Whincup goes down the inside. This is going to be tight. They force the issue. There's contact. They're both off the road. So McLaughlin and Whincup have made contact, and that will reveal Van Gisbergen in the leader. McLaughlin's now in the midfield or beyond. That's a game changer in the championship.
A last-minute dive. He's up. Well, he's up far enough. Did he have total control of it? Was he making the apex? That's the question.
View from on board McLaughlin, who moved it to the right and then moved back to the racing line, and that opened up the gap. And then there's contact. Looked like he was going to spin, but he gathered it up. Here's the other view from Shane Van Gisbergen's car. Watch Jamie. Jamie had it locked up also on the rears, which will also make the story more confusing to unravel when you're the driving standards advisor. McLaughlin moves to the right, Whincup dives, but right at the critical moment, Whincup's got the rear brakes locked. They have hip and shoulder contact. Off they both go. They are racing for sheep stations out there.
Very used looking Dunlop, and a bump. Oh, Heimgartner, he might be in a little bit of strife with that one. I don't know whether he was up far enough. He's up there quite a long way by that stage, but also Frosty was turning down. It's a late apex for that corner. It's Hazelwood off the road. Damage on the back for the Brad Jones Racing Commodore. Now, that might have been contact. Yeah, there's a fair bit of chat on the radio there.
I reckon that run into 6 might be the only weak spot that Will's got on the racetrack, because I think he's a little weaker than his own teammate there as well. So this explains what happened with Todd Hazelwood and Fabian Coulthard. They've interlock down there on the run to turn 3. Nick Percat was just in front.
How's that? Heimgartner's got down the inside. Oh, he has not got down the inside of Shane Van Gisbergen. I thought it was done. And there's more trouble on the exit. Courtney's in strife. Winterbottom's in strife. How did James sneak across the front of everybody and not get T-boned?
Unbelievable. We'll have to try to unravel this for you, folks, because that's a lot of damage to Mark Winterbottom's car. We saw him in the dirt 3 times, or no, sorry, that's the 3rd time, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. So looking back in the pack, we see that Heimgartner makes a move, but then as Shane turns to try and make the corner, he gets the rear of Andre's car. But I don't understand what occurred up the back here. We're riding with Frosty. Okay. So LeBrock got involved. I might have been with Macaulay. How's this for a whack-up?
I think Macaulay was just in front of it. I think LeBrock got caught up with Di Pasquale. So there's the turnaround. He'll be in a bit of strife for that one. And then just in behind that lunacy. So check this out. That checks them all up. So Cam Waters and Macaulay run to the inside. That was David Reynolds with LeBrock. And then the spin. Oh, that was so close, wasn't it?
I thought for all money, Courtney was going to get whacked then. So Reynolds, yeah, when they all check up, they're all expecting to accelerate out of the corner. This is James' viewpoint. It's Skittles at Tailem Bend.